Today's lesson is on using similar figures. We're going to use proportions to find missing links in similar figures. The Indiana Academic Standard is 7.5.2. Similar polygons. Two polygons are similar if the corresponding angles have the same measure and the lengths of the corresponding sides form equivalent ratios. A polygon is a closed plane figure formed by three or more line segments that do not cross. Indirect measurement is using proportions and similar triangles to measure distances that would be difficult to measure directly. A good example of this is if you wanted to know how tall a tree is. It's virtually impossible to measure how tall a tree is directly, but we could use this method of using proportions and similar triangles to be able to figure out how tall a tree is. And you better believe if you're cutting a tree down and it's going to fall in your yard and could fall on your house or on cars or on electric lines, you better know how tall that tree is before you cut it down. Pause the video if you need more time to copy down the notes. Don't forget, you need to record a question that we can discuss in class tomorrow. Example 1. Finding a missing measure. Triangle ABC and triangle DEF are similar. Find the value of C. To be able to do this problem, we're going to have to set it up as a proportion. AB, line segment AB, is the same as line segment DE. So since those are the same lines on both these triangles, we're going to set those up as a ratio. Line segment AB over line segment DE. Line segment AC is the same as line segment DF. So we're going to put line segment AC over line segment DF. Well, line segment AB is what we're trying to find. That's that C variable. So that goes on the top of the ratio. Underneath that goes the value of line segment DE, which is 18. On the right ratio, we have line segment AC. That length is 6. Underneath that, we have line segment DF. The value of DF is 9, so that goes on the bottom. So now we have C over 18 equals 6 over 9. You could use cross products to solve this, but we can use mental math to figure this out. Think about it. What would you do to 18 to get 9? You divide by 2. So 18 divided by 2 is 9. So ask yourself, what would be divided by 2 to get 6? 12 would have to be divided by 2 to get 6. So C must equal 12. I know solving them mentally sometimes is difficult for students, so we're going to also work this problem out using the cross product formula or cross product method. So we're going to write C over 18 equals 6 over 9 to the right. We cross multiply, so we'll have 9 times C and 18 times 6. 9 times C is 9C, and 18 times 6 is 108. Now we're ready to divide both sides of the equation by 9. 9C divided by 9 is just C on the left-hand side. 108 divided by 9 is 12. So C equals 12. Pause the video if you need more time to copy down the notes. Don't forget, you need to record a question that we can discuss in class tomorrow. Number 2. A 5-foot person standing near a tree has a shadow of 12 feet. At the same time, the tree has a shadow of 42 feet long. What is the height of the tree? We need to set this up as a proportion. Well, if we draw ourselves a picture and we let x represent the height of the tree, we have the height of the tree is x and its shadow is 42. The height of the person is 5 feet and its shadow is 12. So, the height of the tree and the height of the person are similar sides. They're corresponding sides. So the x and the 5 form a ratio, x over 5. Then the shadow of the tree over the shadow of the person is the other ratio, so 42 over 12. So we now have a proportion that we need to solve for. X over 5 equals 42 over 12. We're going to cross multiply. 12 times x is going to equal 5 times 42. 12 times x is 12x. 5 times 42 is 210. We're going to write this in on here and cross out the 5 times 42 in this little ratio. Now we divide both sides by 12. 12x over 12, the 12s cancel each other out, you're left with x. 210 divided by 12 equals 17.5. So the height of the tree is 17.5 feet. So the correct answer choice is A. Pause the video if you need more time to copy down the notes. Don't forget, you need to record a question that we can discuss in class tomorrow. In number 1, the trapezoids below are similar. We have to find the value of x. So we're going to set it up as a proportion. Well, x, which is NM, is similar to EF or FE, which is 10. So you're going to write x over 10 for your first ratio. Then you can just take any other side that is corresponding for each. So I'm going to use LM and DE. So we have x over 10 equals 6 over 3. Now you're ready to cross multiply. 3 times x and 10 times 6. 3 times x is 3x. 10 times 6 is 60. Now we need to divide both sides by 3. 3x over 3, the 3's cancel each other out, you're left with x. 60 over 3 equals 20. So x equals 20. For number 2, a 6-foot tall person has a shadow of 5 feet long. A nearby tree has a shadow of 30 feet long. What is the height of the tree? We're going to draw a simple little figure here, just straight lines, showing the person is 6 feet tall and has a shadow of 5 feet. And then a tree that's 30 feet, that has a shadow of 30 feet, and we're trying to figure the height of the tree. We'll make that be the variable x. X over 6 is the first ratio because those are corresponding sides, and 30 over 5 is the second ratio. We cross multiply and get 5 times x and 6 times 30. On the left-hand side we get 5x, and on the right-hand side 6 times 30 is 180. Now divide both sides by 5. On the left-hand side the 5's cancel each other out, you're left with x. On the right-hand side, 180 divided by 5 is 36. The height of the tree is 36 feet. Pause the video if you need more time to copy down the notes. Don't forget, you need to record a question that we can discuss in class tomorrow.